Today we are going to discuss how the materials transport within the plant. The materials that should transport in the plants are the water, minerals and food materials. The water absorbed by the root and food prepared by the leaves by the process of photosynthesis are supplied to the remaining parts of the plant body by vascular bundles. These vascular bundles contain xylem and phloem. Xylem conducts the water and phloem conducts the food materials. In the root, xylem tissue is situated towards the exterior, while in the stem, xylem is towards the center. And now we have to know how the water enters into the root hairs. The soil contains water. That water is called as soil water. The soil water is an extremely dilute solution of salts. So, water's concentration is more dilute than that of cell sap in the root hair. Therefore, water will pass into the vacuole of the root hairs by the process of osmosis. See this image here, how the root hairs penetrate in between the soil particles. The root hair is a long hair-like extension of the root epidermal cell. Here in between the soil particles there are spaces that is filled with water and also air. The water is called as soil water. This water enters into the root hair by the process of osmosis. The water enters into root hair and passes through neighboring cells, which in turn diluted and finally enter the xylem. See here, the root hairs absorb the water. The water passes through, see the arrow marks, through the neighboring cells. Finally, it enters into the xylem. This conduction from the conduction of water from root hair to the xylem vessels is called as radial conduction. By this radial conduction, the water from the root hair reaches the xylem vessels. Roots absorb the water. So when the roots absorb the water, a pressure in xylem vessels developed. That pressure forces the water in upward direction. This pressure produced in the root after the absorption of water is called as root pressure. This root pressure is one of the force which helps to push the water in upward direction. Root pressure is not the main cause of movement of water in xylem, but it is certainly a factor. The other factors also there that we will discuss in our higher classes. In this way, the water absorbed by the root reaches the xylem, and from there it will be pushed in upward direction and transported to each and every part of the plant.